位觀眾大家好，歡迎收睇人氣馬場。今集嘅嘉賓佢啱啱嚟香港嘅時候，大家都叫佢娃娃臉殺手。不過10幾年之後，佢今日嚟到香港，個個都叫佢做神蘇。佢就係蘇銘倫啦。Hello Christophe, welcome to Hong Kong again, and it's good to see you because the last interview we did is almost 14 years ago in 2007.
Hi, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, since a long time now. I grew up a lot, getting older, but yeah, finally I'm back here.
Yes, I'm sure that over the past more than 10 years that physically and mentally you have grown up a lot. What are the differences compared with your first time to come to Hong Kong and until now?
Physically, I didn't change too much. I think I just tried to learn how my body was working. Same as my brain sometimes, because you react differently today what you are reacting 15 years ago. So yeah, for sure today things are coming to a different way. I'm dad for 3 kids now, and I'm married, so it's quite a different way of seeing life going on. But yeah, I really accomplished everything I was trying to do in my job as a jockey. I've been very lucky to nearly realize everything I want to do. I really enjoy my life now, and I feel like some of the luckiest one, yeah.
I think it was a surprise when we know that you are coming back for Hong Kong to ride for a short period of time. So this time, what brings you here?
I miss Hong Kong for so many years. I always loved the place. But there was a point where, I didn't enjoy the place as much as I want to. And the other thing was also that I was trying to win some big races in other places. So for sure I have the chance to go to Japan, to Dubai. And when you want to be an international jockey, you try to go everywhere. Yes. And there is for sure some places like Australia I've never been since. I'm start riding, but that's also somewhere I will plan to go later. But anyway, yeah, I came back here because I feel it was the right time.
In 1999, you became the champion apprentice. And in November 1997, you won your first race on Bruno.
Yeah.
And then since then, your career just like on a high note.
I think like any kind of sportsman, when you start to do what you love, and when you have some targets, they're getting bigger and bigger. The way you feel comfortable and confident in what you do. You know, you have to learn from the best, and I was quite lucky to ride with the best jockeys in the world when I was very young, because in France we had Kasia Smussen, Olivier Pellier, Freddie Head, and many others. So yeah, for me it was a big help, and I always tried to see what Frankie Dettori was doing and all the best jockey over there. So it helps me to grow up fast and try to know the best way to win races.
So far, recall your career. What's the most memorable victory in your mind?
There is probably 2 or 3 big races I really get in mind now. For sure, it's Annaba Blue, the first big ones, because there was a point in my career when I have to show everybody I was able to be on the top of the game. Yes. So when you win a French derby at that age, that proves you and prove people you're able to do great things.
Only a few days.
It was the day. Yeah, it was the day of my birthday actually.
Yes.
So it was a lucky birthday. And yeah, I will say probably Dalakani also when I won my first arc, because internationally everybody saw me riding, and it was very important when you ride a favorite horse in a big race like that to make no mistakes and try to win it. Yeah. And yeah, for sure the last point was Zarkava. I think bringing me my second arc was amazing, especially with draw 1 and a bad start like she did. I have to be cold in my head and try to just ride her for herself, and finally it works out perfect. I'm inspiring myself a lot from Frankie Dettori. And I know like 5-6 years ago he had some very difficult times. Yes. Especially when Trev won the 2 arc in the roll, and he broke his ankle and he was not even able to ride her the next year. He lost that filly, and she was probably one of the best we ever seen. And he just keep walking. People say, oh yeah, but when this arrived, when you're 45 or 44, you can't come back and Look where he is now.
Yes.
He find an able, he won 2 arc back, he won
World's
another
best
one
jockey.
with Cruxman, and I think he did what not so many jockeys in the world are able to do. He won over nearly 20 Group 1 in a season, but yeah, it's a great inspiration. For sure, naturally he's a much better jockey than me. He's made for the job. He's the Ayrton Senna of horse racing.
I think it's a turning point for you when you became the retained jockey for Aga Khan. So normally when at a young age, when we are having such a big job, we are under pressure and everyone is looking at you saying that, oh, are you going to perform for a big stud farm? So do you have any pressure and how you overcame?
No, I didn't have any pressure because...
You're very confident on yourself.
Sure, because when you work hard to get a big contract like that, you just, when you get it, you can't say, no, I'm afraid. You go there for it. It's like when you go for World Championship of boxing. It's not when the bell's gonna ring that you're gonna have to ask yourself questions.
Yes.
You make for it, you train for it, and yeah, you did everything on your side to become jockey for this big owner. So at that point, I was really confident and I want to show who I really was, because nobody knows me at that time. You have to try your best all the time, and that's what I'm doing.
I noticed that every time you come to Hong Kong, you won some group races. So lately, of course, last year you won the Hong Kong Mile with Mile Mars, and this time for your short riding stint, you won the January Cup with Safety 9. Is it just like winning the big race is the main goal for your career now?
If it was, I will be very disappointed because I was supposed to win the Hong Kong Cup this year. So no, this year I came here to try to show everybody I was still competitive and still having the same winning manners that I had 15 years ago, with a little bit more experience that unfortunately didn't really work perfect at the moment because I get suspended 2 times, and that's, yeah, the game here, we know it's different rules than anywhere in the world, and unfortunately, yeah, I get suspended twice, and hoping and thinking I can learn something, and hopefully I can also bring something to racing here. I know I have a lot of people be happy I'm over here, so it can be in racing fans. I know the stands are empty at the moment, but a lot of people are behind me, and I can feel it, so that's great. And also seeing all the supports from the trainers and the owners. It's always a great feeling. Now, yeah, what I need is find some nice horses and try to win big races, because that's what makes you the big picture. If people see that you're able to win small races, is great, but the most important, like everybody know in business, you need to win the big ones, and that's why I'm here for sure.
It's quite interesting actually when I think 15 years ago, you and Douglas White are enemies, and now he became trainer last year, and when you won on Safety Night, after that he said that there's a story behind you guys that you didn't talk for some times. Can you share with us what's happened?
I'm not going to say everything and exactly what happened, but what I can tell you is that when you are a big competitor, like unfortunately on the track sometimes you have to fight for a position, and it can be the same for the rides. And like I think it happens probably with Zach and Joe, when people are trying to be number one. There is sometimes a bit of friction, and it's the same case in soccer, in tennis, in any kind of sport you can see. At some points you have to show each other respect, sometimes you have to show the power, some aggressivity, and yeah, we just arrived at a point that we didn't agree about what we both doing, and I think, yeah, we get changed a few years later to enjoy each other on a different way. On the top of your game, you're more aggressive, and that's what I really respect with him. It's that he's a clever person, and I learn a lot from him, that's for sure. And now, yeah, we just have to turn that page, but that was turned already a few years ago when we're still riding both together. 13 times champion jockey, it's just amazing, especially here. I don't know how he did to maintain that level so long. But anyway, I really admire him, so yeah, I'm proud to be part of his success. Yeah.
Do you think that you will become a trainer, or what's your plan after you retire?
That's something I'm really sure I'm never gonna do.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Why?
Because that's not my my feelings.
So that means that you will keep riding until the day that you're gone.
Sure, when you're gone, you have to ride until you're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't matter when you're gone, but for sure I'm gonna ride. And when I stop, I will stop. But the great thing is that there is many passions I have in my life. I love to do so many things, and that's great because I know I can just after that try to enjoy. If you have the choice in your life, that's the most important because you can do what you really love, what you really want. Even if sometimes, I would love to ride, and with the COVID I couldn't. Yeah. That's life. There is some rules, some different matters, but anyway, experience make you getting humble in the age as well because you know you're breakable. Because when you're younger, you think everything is gonna be always okay and nobody can touch you. But life shows you that sometimes, anything can happen with or without a reason. So. You just have to take what's coming right now, enjoy the moment, and don't think. I'm not thinking too much about the past now.
Yeah, never look back.
And never look back. And the future will come where it comes, the way it comes. But I'm just trying to live the day after day and enjoy what I have. And I think I'm really lucky to be where I am now.
Other than Hong Kong, any places, as you mentioned, riding in Australia is one of the.
Yeah, I would love to. The problem in Australia, most of the time, the weights are also quite low. And I didn't have the experience, so I don't know if I will love it or not. But the way I look in races, and I know some people over there, so that will be one day great to go over. But unfortunately, time is going against me. I'm going to be 40 soon, so for sure you're not able to do everything the same way as you want when you're 20, but you can't do everything. I've been very happy and lucky to go a bit everywhere, enjoy and winning. So whatever, I don't think I make wrong choices. Sometimes I did, but in my career when I was trying to take a certain way, I always arrived somewhere where I was very happy, very proud, and it was always, a courageous way sometimes, but anyway, I will not go backwards and think about what should I do or could I do. That's the way it is, and I'm happy with that.